Elon Musk is speaking out against so-called gender-affirming care for minors. Elon Musk is speaking out against so-called gender-affirming care for minors, tweeting, quote, "Nobody knows who they are as a child." It's staggering we even have to say that. It's true. Consenting adults should do whatever makes them happy, provided it does not harm others. But a child is not capable of consent, which is why we have laws protecting minors. Our next guest agrees, saying puberty blockers are the cruelest thing a physician can do to a child. Joining us now is board-certified OBGYN, Dr. Greg Marchand. Doctor, thank you so much for being here. You know it's cruelty. Kids can't. Why is industries like yours, why are they going along with this under the guise of healthcare that it's things we should be doing for kids?
Well, unfortunately, I think it's doctors trying to appease political views, political groups, and large universities that might be receiving funding from these groups. So unfortunately, I think medicine is getting a push from politics in this, and this could have us straying from doing the right things for our patients, unfortunately.
So if you strip the politics out, you think most of your colleagues would just on its face say, well, of course we can't, kids can't smoke, kids can't drink, kids can't get tattoos, but we can allow them to get their breasts removed or their genitalia removed? I mean, wouldn't they previously 10 years ago have said that's lunacy?
I agree with you 100%. It's complete lunacy. But unfortunately, I can't lie about the state of medicine today. A lot of it has moved in that liberal direction. And a lot of the major organizations, a lot of the accreditation organizations, they have that view that this might be reasonable. Now, I 100% agree with you. A child that's going through puberty is not sick. A child that's going through puberty should not be subject to something like this. Childhood is just a time of being afraid of change. I think a lot of us might have had a blanket or a stuffed animal we love because we're afraid of change. And for a physician to come along and to say that you've got a way to take away the scariest change of all, puberty, and just kind of put it on hold, that is the cruelest thing you could do to a child. You're going to take away the time when they're maturing, becoming a man or a woman, and the time when they're going to figure out whether they want, what position they want to have in this world, what they're going to be in this world. And you're going to take that all away and extend childhood and then force them to make some very adult decisions when they can't even consent. I mean, this is just an incredibly cruel thing to do to a child. And I'm really appalled that it's happening in the United States.
And adults are to blame, the ones allowing this to happen. The doctors, the parents, the other. I mean, data is showing that women as young as 13 are getting their breasts removed.
Absolutely. That was a really shocking moment for me just in last September when I read JAMA Pediatrics and I saw that Northwestern University in Chicago. I mean, this wasn't a rumor of something that we had found out about. This was Dr. Mona Asha just absolutely publishing in her paper that they had performed double mastectomies on a 13-year-old for the so-called diagnosis of gender affirming. I mean, that's really just incredibly sick, and I can't believe it's tolerated in medicine in the U.S. I'm so thrilled that Mr. Musk is speaking out and that he wants to move towards the criminalization of doing these horrible things against minors who can't consent to them.
They call it gender-affirming care. It's child mutilation that we're allowing. Real quick, play this forward 10 years, 15 years. What does this look like in the healthcare industry when you've got young kids that have made a life-altering choice and it can't be reversed?
Yeah, unfortunately, this is most likely going to result in a lot of children that have a lot of new psychiatric disorders. I mean, as I said, you're harming a child by doing this. You're taking away the natural developmental process of puberty, and in most cases, leaving them confused. This is for the common health, for public health. This is going to be a big crisis in the future of treating the damage that we've done to these children down the road, and certainly going to take a lot of healthcare dollars to take care of these people that we've harmed later on.
Well, I want to salute you, Doctor, because it takes a lot of courage for someone in your industry to speak out, because it's certainly cutting against the grain, even if it's grounded in common sense. Dr. Greg Marchand, God bless you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.